Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this edition, we discuss all about the stock markets, how the benchmark Sensex and the Nifty have opened in trade today, what kind of a trade can you really expect, and the triggers that the markets will be tracking all through today. Where are the sectors which are actually in focus right now? So, all of that coming up over the next 4 minutes. So, let's start off with the opening first. We have had a positive opening, a gap up start on the back of positive global cues that we have seen overnight. Wall Street ended in the green, and the Asia after yesterday we have seen that the market slipped in trade, not really supporting the kind of mood that was in the early action yesterday, but in fact reversed those gains yesterday, towards the closing of the session. But today, again, another day, and we have seen positive opening action. Let's first start off with the opening levels, and then I will help you understand what exactly is really happening and the cues that are supporting the markets as of now. Now, when we quickly start off with the stock markets, the 30 share BSE Sensex jumped 755 points right in the opening action. That's about 1.3% up in trade at 56,532. The opening for the Nifty also higher by 214 points or 1.3% up at 16,877. Talk about the broader markets as well. The mid and the small cap shares were also trading on a strong note, with the Nifty Mid Cap 100 index jumping about 1.5% in trade, and the small cap index also gained by 1.56% as well. It's a broad based rally that you're seeing, not just the benchmarks of the broader markets. The Nifty Bank and all the sectors of the Nifty are also trading in the green at around 6% at around 25 levels, and that is clearly indicating that we are up for a very very strong opening in today's trading session. All the 15 sector gauges compiled by the NSE were trading in the green right in the opening levels. The financial services, the private banks, these were outperforming the major benchmark indices by rising as much as over 2% in trade. So that's something that all of you must know at this point in time. On a sector specific front, on a stock specific front, we have Tata Motors as the top Nifty gainer, as the stock has surged over 3.23% to 427 rupees at this point in time. HDFC, Axis Bank, Maruti, IndusInd Bank, these were also among the top gainers. The overall breadth of the market also stood quite positive, with 2137 shares seen advancing, whereas just about 375 shares seen declining. All the stocks of the Sensex, the 30 pack Sensex, are trading in the green right in the early action as well. So, what's really supporting the sentiment in the early opening action? Now, you do have Asian stocks and US markets that actually gave positive cues. Apart from this, we also know that investors are expecting the US Federal Reserve to now raise interest rates for the first time in 3 years by at least 25 basis points amid the surging oil prices. In fact, oil prices climbed as the Russia invasion of Ukraine continues to dominate the volatile trading, with the ceasefire talks latest market trigger. Brent crude futures were trading about 83 cents or 0.8% at $100 a barrel as well, with the WTI crude also rising at $97 a barrel too. But that has been consistent for a few days now, and that's exactly why the stock markets are not really perturbed, with slight uptake in the crude oil prices as well. Apart from this, the auto space is in focus today because 75 companies are to get auto PLI scheme SOPs. Maruti, Hero Motorcom, you have Tata Cummins, Toyota, Kirloskar, Auto Parts among the 75 firms that will be approved for receiving incentives under the production linked incentive scheme of the government for automobile and auto component sector, as was informed by the government yesterday. Apart from this, we do have a whole lot of other stocks that are in focus. Let me list them out for you. Paytm stock again will be in focus today because Munish Ravinder Verma has resigned as the non-executive and independent director of the company. Punjab National Bank, that's going to be in focus because of again fraud coming into the fore. The company has reported a borrowed fraud of over 2060 odd crore rupees in the non-performing asset account of ILNFS Tamil Nadu Power as well. This news is going to be developing and will be definitely in focus throughout the trading session today. Zomato will be in focus as the food delivery giant is acquired a 16.66% in Mukunda Foods Private Limited, a food robotics company, for cash consideration of $5 million. Sham Metallics Energy also is going to be in focus. The company has announced a fresh round of 990 crore rupees capex plan to further expand capacity. ITC is going to be in focus as it has acquired 1,040 compulsory convertible preference shares of 10 rupees each of Mother Sparsh Baby Care. Then now these will be definitely an important tasks and important stocks to talk about. But all through the day, all eyes will be on how the sentiments emerge from across the globe, especially the Ukraine Russia war crisis. If there is any solution in sight, we have entered the 21st day with no solution so far, and also ahead of the US federal interest rate hike, the anticipated hike, the kind of sentiments that emerge in the US futures and across the globe as well. That is going to be the large focus in today's trading session. But so far, it looks pretty good in the early morning trading session. Let's hope the session continues to be in the green throughout the trading session. We'll keep you posted with everything that's developing on D Street, so do stay tuned with us onto Business Today.